Welcome back to another video here at Coyote Classics. Today we're going to be checking out a very rare car. That's this 1966 Mustang Fastback GT. Real GT car. And unlike the 67 and 8s, you know, there's not really a surefire way to tell. You can't get a Marty report on the 5 and 6, but there's a lot of indicators that can tell you got a true GT car, and this one has them.
All right, a few of these indicators, and we just did a little research here. We took this plug out. This has got to be a rolled edge right here, and this one is where the factory lights go through, correct?
From the factory, this radiator support, it was punched out, not drilled out. So you'll feel that little lip on the back. Tells you it's real GT.
Another thing, factory disc brake car all has this master cylinder on it.
It's a bigger master cylinder, and it's got the 2 clips instead of, you know, a screwed-on master cylinder.
Also has the bigger front sway bar, 13/16 front sway bar on it. As long as we're down here, guys, check out how solid the front frame rails are. So very, very solid there. Also has to be a factory A code car, which this one is, or a K. Yep. Top of the inner fenders are perfect. Haven't been repaired. Just very, very solid car.
Sold new in Missouri, and pretty much lived its whole life there until we purchased it.
Do we have some documentation or any information on this one? I can't remember.
Not a whole lot as far as documentation.
Engine compartment is nice on it. They did do some upgrades on it, aluminum heads, which is pretty cool. All right, they put Edelbrock aluminum heads, Holley 4-barrel carburetor, Edelbrock intake. Just a super cool car, and it does have power steering and those front disc brakes, which the power steering, both of our fastbacks right now have power steering, which is very nice. I'm guessing this car was restored probably sometime back in the early 90s, if I had to guess. What would you think?
I'd say probably, you know, late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
But very solid car, but the paint on it, great look, but it's not quite as nice as the paint on the Wimbledon white one, but still very presentable.
The gaps are really good on this GT. Hood fits excellent, doesn't stick up at all. As we come around here to the back of the hood fits nicely as well. Bumper looks beautiful. The horse and corral is in excellent shape. Top of the fender straight. Very straight car, and again, the body lines are great on this car, and we'll kind of point that out in a little bit. It's got the new Magnum 500 rims on it. They're in excellent shape. They're 14-inch, 205 70/14s as far as our tires go. Gap's really good from top to bottom all the way here. Rocker panel is nice. Bottom of the door is in great shape. I like the original silver blue with the blue GT stripe. It's a good looking color combination on this car. Back of our door is nice as well. Body line's good. The back of that door tucks in there very nicely. As we look up and down the sides, super straight car. It's got the correct GT exhaust on it, new bumpers, and here is one last tall tale sign of the GT, and this is something you can't really duplicate.
So in these little hole in the trunk here, you take the plug out. And
which we've already done, right here.
If you reach in there and you reach back, you'll feel solid metal. You know, you can't put your finger back any closer to the back. That's the factory exhaust hanger. And if, you know, it's got that, that's pretty much a guarantee as a factory GT car. So there's really no way to fake that unless you know, completely tear the car down to pieces. And
exactly, and install that inside the frame rail, correct?
Correct.
Also inside the trunk we have plenty of spare tires, so we'll make sure it has a spare tire. It's got speakers here in the back shelf, which is nice. Trunk mat, new trunk mat in there. As far as the paint and stuff, again, they did a good job when they painted. They repainted everything in the door jambs. Bottom of the trunk's all been repainted. It's just classified as a really nice local car show quality driver. You can tell, that's why I think the paint's a little older. It's got some little orange peel. You know, it's just not a $20,000 paint job. The chrome and the louvers look great. As we look over top of the roof is straight as heck. There's no issues there whatsoever. Same thing with the drip rail here. They've used a seam seal, the paintable seam seal. That's all still nice intact. Doors open. very nicely.
According to the trim code 22, factory light blue, medium blue, vinyl interior. Another important mention is also factory 4-speed car.
Yeah, nice. All the interior lights work, including the front and rear console light. The seats are in excellent shape. Door panels are beautiful. One thing the car needs is it's got the original U-shape rubbers, and it needs new door rubber stripper and weather strip, and we will take care of that. Corner of the door is excellent. Don't see any issues or had any work done there. Dash pad's beautiful. It's got the nice wood grain steering wheel. AM/FM Mustang cassette. The dash is in beautiful shape. All the dome lights work. Somebody put the aftermarket kick panels that you can buy through National Parts Depot with the Pioneer speakers in there. Headliner's beautiful. Visors are nice. Back seats in great shape. Does have the fold down. I really like how this one is just, everything fits so well on this GT car. Tail lights are nice. Trunk lid fits good as we look here. I mean, so many of these trunk lids will stick out on these fastbacks. So many of them have been hit and, you know what I mean? They're just beat on, and this is a really good car. Back glass is original, so it does have some tiny little micro scratches here and there, but the overall appearance is really good. It's not foggy at all. Again, down here in the rocker panel is just great. Bottom of the door fits perfectly, tucks in there nicely. Door gap is good from top to bottom. There's a couple little chips right here that they kind of missed, it looks like right here, they've been touched up. And there's one tiny little bubble right here, very small. Another paint chip right here. There's all your factory codes. All the seats are in excellent condition, all along the side. It's got the remote mirror to it. Also, it does have power steering. Got the correct fog light switch in the correct place as well.
Another thing that's kind of small, but the GT cars from the factory, the brake pedal for the disc brake had that little medallion there that say disc brakes.
What a nice car. Just a really nice survivor. What do you think we take it for a spin?
Sounds good. And I know we didn't get a chance to get a video of that exhaust sound, but that GT exhaust sounds really good.
Sounds awesome. As we go ahead and take this GT 4-speed down the road, it's got a really nice wood grain steering wheel with the polished aluminum inserts.
It runs like a GT.
Balls, man. Holy crap.
That's
quick. This thing has a really good lift on the front end too. It sits you right back in your seat, lifts that front end up a little bit. As far as the brakes go, the steering is perfectly straight when you hit those front disc brakes. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, I love the sound of it.
It's got 24,586 miles on the odometer, I'm guessing 124. All the gauges work, oil pressure, amp, temp, fuel gauge, everything's nice and crystal clear and works great. Another thing, the back of the hood lines up beautiful on this GT as well. We're gonna go ahead and take this and let her warm up a little bit.
Yeah, they don't like this cold Iowa weather.
Well, you take a car sitting in the showroom, cold start, and you take it out below zero. It's
I think it does have a lot.
Man, I like this car. Now this car runs and drives fantastic. We'll go through everything here in a minute, what works and what don't. Obviously the fog lights work, the wipers work. The horn works on it.
Waterloo, Cedar Fall.
Very nice stereo system with the speakers in the back, the speakers in the front. a 60 mile an hour. The speedometer doesn't bounce around. Here's our disc brakes. And those aluminum heads on this thing just really give this a ton of torque. So 90 mile an hour, no, right there, 95, and look at this thing go down the road. Below zero.
Yeah. Down the road.
There's not a shake, there's not a rattle, it's a great car.
Yeah, it is. Smooth driving fastback. Check this one out on the website, coyoteclassics.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for updates when we put out new videos. See you next time.